Total Makeup Junkie 101. So welcome back to another highly requested review. This is on the 8 new shades of Milani Moisture Matte Lipsticks. I feel like a lot of drugstore brands are releasing new shades of currently existing lip products. Just like Maybelline released 10 new shades of their creamy matte lipsticks, L'Oreal re-released and released new shades of their Lilacs and Lay Matte lip products, and Milani released 8 new shades of their Moisture Matte lipsticks. I picked these up at my local Walgreens for $5.79 a piece, which is very fair. I think under $6 for a drugstore lipstick is a great price. If you guys have seen my original review on these Milani Color Statement Moisture Matte lipsticks, you guys pretty much already know what I think of them and that I honestly really love them. I think they are amazing matte lipsticks at the drugstore, right on par with the Maybelline Creamy Mattes. I feel like the Maybelline Creamy Mattes get a lot more hype on YouTube and on blogs and such, but I think the Milani Moisture Mattes are just as good. I will put a link to my original review on these Moisture Matte lipsticks in the description box down below so you guys can get a more in-depth look on the packaging and full thoughts on what I think of the texture and the color pigmentation and the longevity and that kind of stuff. I will touch on that a little bit at the end of this video, but right now I just want to jump into swatches, lip swatches, up close swatches on all 8 of the new shades that Milani released, so you guys have a chance to take a peek at the new colors. So let's jump into it. This first shade on my lips is Matte Iconic, and this is just the classic iconic red that you would all expect from a shade named called Matte Iconic. It is very beautiful, pretty standard of a red. I don't feel like it's a unique red by any means, but it is very beautiful. This next shade on my lips is Matte Beauty, and this one is a very beautiful darker nude color. It's very similar to my skin, but it is just the type of nude lipstick that I would go for. This is basically my perfect matte nudie brown with just a little bit of like a peachy tone to it. It's not super pink by any means, so it still does look very neutral. This next shade on my lips is Matte Fearless, and you definitely have to be fearless to be able to rock this color the way it's meant to be. It is a very deep purpley plum color. I would almost say it's probably a dupe of MAC Smoked Purple lipstick, if you guys have tried that one. This is very dark, very deep, very beautiful. This next shade on my lips is Matte Flirty, and this one is a gorgeous berry purpley red color. Not unique of a color, but one of my favorites nonetheless, because these are the types of colors I always reach for because I know they just look so flattering on a tan skin tone. This next shade on my lips is Matte Kiss, and this is another red shade. This one is a little bit lighter and brighter of a red than the first red I showed you, Matte Iconic. This one is almost more of a true fire engine red, has no like deep tones to it. It's very bright, kind of like MAC Ruby Woo, a bright red. This next shade on my lips is Matte Love, and this one is a deep mauve color. And I don't know if it's just this color or my batch or something, but this one has a little bit of glitter in it, like just a little bit, almost like it wasn't intentionally supposed to have glitter, but it does. You can't really see it on the lips, but when I was applying it, I was like, am I going crazy or is there glitter on my mouth? Definitely when I look at the tube very closely, you can sort of see some glitter in it. So I don't know what's up with that. All the other ones are cream, so it took me a little bit off guard. This next shade on my lips is Matte Darling, and this one I would have to say is one of my favorite neutral colors from the entire Milani matte collection. This one is really pretty. It's a nice neutral medium light pink, but it's not too light and it doesn't have a white base, so it still works really well on my skin. And this final shade, we are unfortunately ending on a low note here. This one is called Matte Luxe, and I had really high expectations for this color because it is a beautiful, really bright orange tangerine color. And while I think it looks nice on the monitor. At least that's what I can see. It looks nice on my lips from afar. It is pretty sheer of a color. This is the one I had to build up the most out of all 8 of the colors. And it clings onto all of the dry patches on your lips. So this one isn't my favorite. Unfortunately, I couldn't recommend this color. So as you guys could tell by the lip swatches, I feel like the 8 new shades that Milani released are very reminiscent of the fall time. Now, there were rumors that this collection was supposed to be slated and like it was supposed to be released for the fall time. So I don't know why they're popping up in stores right now, the beginning of summer. Either way, I definitely think the colors are much more appropriate for the fall time. So I think if you are in the market for a nice fall time lipstick, because a lot of the shades are darker, more berry toned colors, red colors, those are definitely really popular for the fall time. As far as I know, these are permanent. So even though they are popping up on the cardboard displays where you would normally find limited edition items, I'm pretty sure these will be incorporated into the Milani permanent section in your drugstore displays very soon. And just to quickly go over the packaging, I feel like you guys already know it. These are very familiar to you. This is the original Milani Color Statement lipstick tube. On the bottom, it does have a little color that is very accurate to the actual color of the lipstick. It has the name and the number also written on the bottom. The actual lipstick itself is a traditional lipstick tube. It is a matte lipstick, but they do call it a moisture matte, and I do feel like that is very accurate. It is very reminiscent to the formula of the Maybelline Creamy Mattes, but I feel like these are just a little bit less creamy and a little bit more drying. Therefore, they do last a little bit longer on my lips than the Maybelline Creamy Mattes do. This isn't as silicone-y as the Maybelline Creamy Mattes, which is why those do end up being a little bit more comfortable on the lips, but these still do glide on very, very nicely. My overall thoughts on the range of colors is that I'm a little disappointed in the color options that Milani released this time. I feel like all of the colors are dupable. I don't feel like any of them are necessarily must-haves or colors that you couldn't find in your collection already. So I feel like the colors are a little bit redundant, not necessarily to the Milani line in general, but just overall. A lot of these colors can be found in the Maybelline Creamy Matte, in the MAC matte lipstick line, in a lot of other matte lipsticks, even in the drugstore or in high-end. I feel like the colors are a little repetitive. With that being said, for the price that these are and for the texture and the quality that you're actually getting out of the lip product itself, it still is a very, very good deal. Good price for the value, good price for the texture and the pigmentation and the longevity and the feel on the lips. They do remind me very much of a high-end lipstick in their formula. Overall, I still do have to give this line a 2 thumbs up. If you guys see any colors that you don't already have in your collection and you're interested in them, definitely pick them up. That wraps up this really, really quick review and lip swatch video on the new shades of Milani Color Statement Moisture Matte Lipsticks. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys have the chance to find these at your local drugstore. It did take me quite a bit of trips to actually find the display because they are on a limited edition cardboard display and there's only 2 of each shade, and of course they're not sealed. So good luck on your drugstore ventures. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will talk to you guys very, very soon in my next video. I'll see you then. Bye! Incredible surprise. This is one of my now go-to daily foundation, Royal Blue lipstick, which once again, I thought was really unique, really